Hello guys, I'm Futureal. I stream 5 days a week over on twitch.tv/Futureal. And the Project Diablo 2 Season 3 beta is well underway. It's actually drawing to the latter stages of it. And today we're going to test an oldie but a goldie. It is the Hammerdin. It's been said that the Hammerdin has been boosted in Project Diablo 2. I don't really know how that's going to work out. I tested it before Season 2 and I didn't really have any problem with the damage or the survivability. The problem was more how Blessed Hammers is designed to do damage around you way after you have cast this spell. You're gonna have to check out how this turns out, but I have to admit that I'm not very certain about this. If you enjoyed this video, click all the buttons and be on the lookout for more videos from the beta servers coming this week. Until the next video, take care and I will see you then. Alright guys. It's time to test an old favorite of a lot of people. It is the Hammerdin that is going to be tested. And per request from the Project Diablo 2 mods, we are going to test the two new maps at the same time. Or two of the new maps at the same time. We have Fall of Caldeum with a 262% here. And we have Pandemonium Citadel with a 309 over here. So pretty tough maps. We're going to go over the Hammerdin gear real quick. We have some laying of hands over here. We have IS string of ears, canopy frozen gores. We have G-phase with 4015s. We have a insight cryptic axe, and we have a Templars. And he's using a 6/6 battle orders with a +3 lidless. We have a Hawes with 2 sockets. We have a Shaco with burr runes. A random 19 FCR amulet, because we couldn't get 2 to Paladin, but I guess, you know, it's probably gonna be okay. Archon Enigma, Chang Gloves, BK FCR, Arachnids, SOJ FCR, and you know, basically you can take the 2 missing skills here and get the +2 Shaco if that's what you want, or you can go for a 20 FCR ring. There's a lot of stuff you can do to make this build cheaper, and it's pretty much going to stay the same power level. 36 to 40 life skillers, 20 rest, Torch and Annie, and some life and mana charms. Nothing spectacular, but on the pricier side, this build right here. Let's get ourselves some potions. No rejuves, but that's okay. So this is the first time I am doing Fall of Caldeum. We're gonna check if this map is... I'm gonna spawn it here. If this map is tough, if the character is good. And yeah. Oh, spellcasters and itchies. Yeah, there are rejuves on Anya, but it is a Hammerdin, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is an absolute live lord. They even have some might monsters, some might casters over here. Blizzard monsters. Are those this one? But it's a lot of the same feeling that I've had before when it comes to the Hammerdin. It's a very, very safe build, but it does feel clunky because there's such a delay on damage. I really, really love the layout of this map. Whoever made this map, big props. I like it a lot. But as said before, oh, that's some nasty ass stuff going on over there. Oh, I could probably use a rejuve here. Monka S. That was rough.
Good morning.
Okay, so we have some potions. That map seemed very tough actually. I haven't studied what kind of damage type that is, but yeah. Definitely on the on the tougher side. But as I have said before, I've said it many times, it is the design of the Hammerdin in the first place. It just makes it feel clunky, because there's such a delay on damage when it has to spin around you for 5 years. Other damage is very nice here, actually. It's 11k. The gear on the character is pretty strong. It's not the most you can get, but it's up there. It's a strong build. We went through the gear at the start of the video. And yeah. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's underwhelming. I agree. Like, I wouldn't say that the gear is or the build is terrible. It's just slow, because hammers it's a clunky build because of the fact that it's there's such a delay on actually doing damage. Very nice map though. Yes, I agree, Meta. Absolutely agree. I like this map a lot. Very, very cool. So the map designer for this one can pat himself on the back, at least in my opinion. Very nice map. We're having a little bit of problems respecking right now. They have disabled a lot of the items. Or not a lot, they have disabled item creation, because they feel like they are happy with the test builds that we have made. And they need tested specifically the new maps that we are in right now. They don't really care what character you use. And they have also specifically asked to test some bugs. So that's why they have disabled item creation, so that the people on the test servers could focus on the things that they actually feel like they need tested. Because you have to understand. I don't want to be condescending, because that wasn't the case. Or wasn't my intention, but we don't have beta access for our own entertainment. That is a secondary objective. We have beta access to help the devs make the live servers as good as possible for everybody. So if they need us to test specific things, even though we find that less entertaining for a small amount of time, it's going to help everybody have a better gaming experience when it's time for live servers. So we're just going to have to suck that up and get going with it. Oh, wow. That was a lot of damage. So yeah, as you can see, very, very tough map. A lot of the same, I would say, problems with the Hammerdin build that there has been since the beginning of Project Diablo 2. It's obviously not a Project Diablo 2 problem, to say it like that. It's more a Hammerdin problem. So the way that the hammer mechanics works, with it takes a long time, or a relatively long time, for the hammers to actually start doing damage, and the speed of the hammers has been upped a few times. It's still, I wouldn't say it's a bad build. Maybe hardcore, and I'm not meaning the difficulty now, but people that play Hammerdin religiously, maybe they would still make it work in a way. But for me, I wouldn't classify this as a particularly strong build in PD2. For me, this is it's too clunky. Let's see what we have. Oh, this map is actually a lot more linear than I thought. You have some stuff down here? It's a little bit difficult to see the mini-map because the background is so bright. Kind of a little bit like the experience that you had in the Phlegeton maps in Season 1 with the lava. You kind of like couldn't see the mini-map because your retinas were burning. Hello? Can we move? Okay, so we're back in the spot that we died before. This is concentration mobs over here. Concentrations and extra fast, I think. And you kind of see the problem here with the Hammerdin build. When it comes to areas that are very tough, he ends up like standing there for a while. I wasn't amped though. Was I? If I was amped, I missed it. But regardless of that, what I meant to say was the damage delay on the Hammerdin, the fact that he takes so long to start doing damage in the radius around him, it means that you're actually sitting in the middle of these mobs and you're soaking a lot more damage than you possibly should. An absolutely Hammerdin fanatic would probably make this build work. He could play it if this is his favorite build in the world. But if you are kind of indifferent to what build you play, you just want to play something that is fairly strong and entertaining at the same time, in my opinion, this is not the build to go for. This is a tough map, and I feel like I'm struggling. Not with random stuff, of course, like this, but when there is some tough mobs coming up, the damage delay is just absolutely brutal, because you're standing and taking a lot more damage than you need to. I wouldn't say it's that brutal, but yeah, it's on the pricier side. Yeah, it's. We can take a quick look at it at the end. But I feel like we have seen enough from this new map. This map is tough. This map is definitely tough. I haven't seen any monsters that are particularly dangerous. It's more the combination of dangerous mob affixes that stack up and become dangerous. These spellcasters are kind of interesting. So they are kind of melting this character a little bit, because I don't have any absorb right now. So yeah, you could probably make this character have more survivability against this map. But all in all, this is a pretty tough map. But I also feel like the character is not ideal for this. So we are going to test the Pandemonium Citadel and see if we have the same impression there. The fact that he has to stand and take damage, and it takes so long for the Hammerdin to start doing damage because of how the build is designed. And it has nothing to do with PD2. It's just an issue that becomes, oh holy fucking hell, that was nuts. What is this damage? Yikes! But I'm not doing damage to this thing. What is? Oh, there I am. That positioning though. Yeah, the doll explosion with amp was nuts, and I probably got charged. And then you have Succubi. Ooh, my lord. I think we're gonna do one thing that's gonna stop us from having a headache here. We are actually going to have to test this with a character that is better for mapping. I just have to say it right now. Unless you are a Hammerdin fanatic, don't play Hammerdin. It's not gonna be a good time. The damage delay, the positioning, the fact that your build is going to lack a lot of physical damage reduction is a big problem. I'm going to test this map on the throw barb because I feel like we should get a more fair assessment of the map itself, and the Hammerdin is simply not strong enough to deal with that map. Don't play Hammerdin in Season 3, guys, unless you are a absolute fanatic. It's not worth it.